Alright everyone, Cody Don here. Welcome back to my laboratory. So I figured it would be a good time to give you guys an update on the trees that I planted last fall. Here's one of them. I think this is Benjamin. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. Had a lot of rain this spring, so I think it got its roots rather well established. So we're into the hottest part of the year now. It still feels supple and alive. That's good. As you can see, I've got my weed whacker here. I'm going to knock down some of this grass and weeds, so if there's a fire, it'll have a little bit better of a chance. This one's not so bad. The ones up there definitely need it. Pull all the grass away from it. Which one is this one? You know, these tags are a lot harder to read than I thought they would end up being. This is Jake. Okay. Yeah, I think an aluminum tag would do better. The brass seems to tarnish. Yeah, that tree's doing okay. This tree here does not look to be doing nearly as well. What's this, Jeremy? It's still alive, but I don't know if you can see. There's a couple of hoof prints here, so the cows have stepped right on it. Yeah, the broke branches off and everything. It might live. Let's pull this grass away from it at least. Maybe I can prune it a little bit once it grows. But yeah, that seems to be the fate for about a third of the trees. They've been stepped on by the cows. The cows, they just, you know, you think about it, they go everywhere. They have 4 hooves each, so it's kind of likely that the surface is going to get stepped on. Maybe I should like have something to deter them. Ah, there it is. Surprising how hard it is to find them even when you've got GPS coordinates. Except, I still haven't found the tree. There's a broke off stick right there. It's gone. That's Backyard Scientist. It's vanished to disappear. Well, I guess I don't have to mow around this one. Seems I've triggered the dogs. Oh well. So here's Boomstick. You might recognize this tree if you saw my Thunderground 2 video. Unfortunately, it is very much dead. I think there's 2 reasons for that. One, I planted it too late in the season. All the rains were already done, so even though I brought it water, it just was not enough. And 2, probably got way too much fertilizer. I think I'll try again in the fall with another tree. Okay, so I'm on the other side of the mountain now, looking at the Douglas firs. But unfortunately, it appears that none of them have survived. See here, just a dead stick. I think the problem here is I just planted the wrong type of tree. This was the green Douglas fir, native to the Pacific Northwest. The ones that are native to here are the blue Douglas firs, which don't get as big and don't need as much water. So I think they just couldn't handle our dry climate, and dang, it got dark when that cloud rolled in. Sorry about that. But yeah, it looks like none of the Douglas firs made it. Fortunately, I do have some of the blue Douglas fir growing here. I've got about 40 plants, as you can see, in these container trays, which hopefully I can plant this fall. I've also got some of the green Douglas fir. You can actually see the difference between them probably. These are a little bit lighter in color and they grow a little bit taller and faster. I'll probably find some other place to put these that is not quite as dry. Over here I've got some pinyon pine. These are the single leaf pinyon that are native. These are the two leaf pinyon that are native to Colorado. And I've got a few more Douglas fir as well. And some more of the two leaves. Hazelnuts, which I might try out at the ranch, I'm not sure. I've also got a whole bunch of these Siberian Elm. These are just some seeds that were blowing around town that I picked up. These do grow at the ranch. In fact, it's the biggest, greenest tree up there is a Siberian Elm. A lot of people consider these trash trees, but hey, if they grow, I'll take them. I've actually got quite a few trees in my backyard here. So here's a couple of apples and chestnuts. I've got a bunch of chestnut trees. There's a Chinese chestnut. This is an American Chinese hybrid, which is actually most of what I have. I've got some Dunstans as well as the revival chestnuts. Now the chestnuts are actually not going to grow at the ranch. They like acidic soil, and soil there is very alkaline. So they're going to grow somewhere else. Over here I've got horse chestnuts and some box elders. These will grow at the ranch. So they're just in these container trays too. Looks like the grasshoppers have been eating the leaves off of them. Might have to do something about that. What was that one? That's another pinyon. This is a Royal Empress. And over here I've got some more of the hazelnuts. Had quite a few of them, but most of them actually died out while I was at VidCon. Nobody was around to water them. There's a maple. Some more pine trees here. Over here I've got, yeah, this is the revival chestnut. And some banana. Those are out of place, huh? They're definitely not going to grow at the ranch, but they might inside of a greenhouse. These are a dwarf variety. They only get 6 to 8 feet tall. I was figuring, hey, my big greenhouse tanks are 9 feet wide. There's my apple tree that I tried grafting. Looks like it's still holding up. And finally, I guess there's my cherry trees. This is a flowering cherry. These are the Canadian red choke cherry, Rocky Mountain choke cherry. That's actually an avocado. And then there's these two Franken cherries over here. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you in the fall when I'm planting these.